YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host TKK and we are back with another video, guys. Hopefully you guys are doing great, man. I'm feeling excellent, man. I've been on a small hiatus. I've produced two videos prior to this. I don't know if we would call this podcast, vlog, discussional video. So for 2024, I'm on my second QD OLED by way of monitor. Okay, so I've got the Alienware 32-inch that I'm sitting in front of, right, making this content, and then I've got a secondary one, which is that guy right there that's in front of my 77-inch LG G2 OLED. So I'm very much so enjoying the fundamentals of what I'm experiencing with 32-inch QD OLED. I'm very happy. As a gamer, super excited, right? But I wanted to take a little bit of time and talk about some TV, like actual TVs, right? LG obviously has laid out the pre-orders at pretty much all of the online places that you would go to buy TVs for the 24 models. And I made a post. I don't know if I still have it. It's a community post. I don't know if I still have it on my channel. If I do, maybe I'll card that in right now. I'll B-roll it or something. And I kind of talked about like what my lineups were gonna be for monitors and like TVs, you know. And I actually, yeah, I'm gonna review that and see if I can find that. If I haven't deleted that post, you know, I talked about the B4 being the TV that I was interested in getting. Now we're talking 42-inch, okay? I've since decided that the C4 will be the TV that I will go for from LG in 2024, okay? LG doesn't have a product right now for me that makes me want to go after a larger size, okay? I'm really impressed with the fact that 83-inch G4 will have an MLA variant. That is amazing, honestly. And I think it's a very intelligent decision for them to go after manufacturing that panel in a larger size, because it was a big disappointment with the 83-inch G3 not having that. Even though I did have the G3 55, we kind of went over that. I got rid of the TV because I bought it for the reasons that I bought it. I think it's really good for people that love the technology, right? Because it has aged really well and there's some great quality with it. In a lot of the shootouts, the G3 did a great job against A95L, S95C, and all of the other opportunities that you could get last year. Well, for 24, having the G4 and the 83-inch is going to be outstanding for a lot of people. I'm not one of those people though, right? So because I've moved my seating arrangement around, I'm really enjoying my 77-inch Sony A95L. I mean, like, I had myself sitting probably 16 feet, 16 and a half feet from the TV with seats to accommodate, you know, my loved ones sitting in the same room. But I've since moved my sweet spot much closer, right? And I shared that in a recent upload that I'll card in right now for you to be able to check that out. You can definitely do that, okay? And so the 77-inch is looking much more immersive, right? And so I'm loving everything that I'm getting with the TV, okay? But for the 24 LG lineup, I'm really thinking that the C4 is worth me checking out. Now, there's a couple of firsts here for me. Number one, I've never had a 42-inch OLED. I did at one point buy two 48-inch LG C1s. I had those on the channel. It's like when we started making content 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago. Those were two of the three C1s that I brought in all totality. I had 77-inch at launch, and then later I acquired two 48 inches. I ended up selling those TVs. But the 42-inch size is a unique space, right? And I actually want to kind of compare it to what I have on my desk. Now, this desk that I'm using, we're all over the place, but that's what this type of discussion is about, right? This desk that I'm using is called the Comba 2009. So it's an arcade stick desk. I've also featured it on the channel. And I've got this thing set up in a pretty immaculate way. I mean, it's everything is just very on purpose, right? But I think trying out the 42 inch of the C4 would turn out to be a great option for me, right? Gives me more screen for me to be able to do more. And while I'm enjoying this QD OLED and 32 inch, I'm not doing it with two screens. I think that, inviting a 42 inch would maybe open up the possibilities for me to get, more real estate on the screen, be able to, play in 16 by 9, but maybe in a windowed mode and still invite me to be able to have like, live chat and that type of stuff because we got the gaming channel. We're going to be making more content for it, right? So I'm playing around with that as being my entry for LG again, okay? Because I bought the G2 last year. When I returned the G3, it was not a return, it was actually an exchange, right? So kind of pay the difference for the G2, paid a little bit more than what I did, got a great deal. I digress. That was kind of what I did. And so they didn't really have anything last year that, like I said, that made me feel like I just wanted to jump back into, what they had. But I'm really excited about the C4, man. And I have seen some excitement brew up for a lot of people with 2024 lineups. There's a lot of content creators been talking about it. And so, I'm interested in seeing what everybody is actually thinking about getting for their main space, right? Like I said, 83-inch G4, perfecto. It's going to be great. MLA, bright whites, perfect blacks, and that large size. Just for me, I can't really afford the space to really justify getting the 83 of that. Now, I'm going to tell you, that doesn't mean that I won't buy a larger TV. It just means that I'm not considering the OLED in that space. If I was to jump to an 80-inch TV, I think it might come from a Master Series TV, maybe something 85-inch. I don't know. Or maybe something like 98-inch or something like that. I would really want to make a big, big jump. But I'm not interested in anything in OLED or Q. There's no QD OLED that is a true successor for 24 that have come out of Samsung displays. They've pretty much established that 77 inch is the pinnacle for what we currently know as the best panel technology out right now. And so I'm enjoying it in 32 inch. Like I said, we got two panels in. And just to kind of clarify, I got the one right here for the combo because this was all on purpose. I knew that this is what I wanted, right? The only thing that would change this setup is when I get this 42-inch C4, and if I'm just like, oh my God, this is really what I want. But this is great on purpose. And then the second, the MSI that I've got that we've made two videos of prior to this is actually going to go into one of my two arcade cabinets that's behind me. So that's kind of the roadmap, man. What are you guys thinking, though? Are you interested in what LG has to offer? Still a great company. I have no personal problems with what they have, but I'm interested in everything that the C4 could offer us. Evo panel, maybe a little bit brighter, 144 hertz refresh rate. Listen, I'm interested in seeing how well that articulates itself, and so there's a lot of goodness with that. So make sure that you subscribe, and if you are, hey, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we drop more content talking about these TVs, monitor content, all kind of different tech things. We got a couple of different things that's coming down the pipeline. As I talked about this monitor, we're going to be doing stuff with the arcade cabinets and a slew of other different things, as well as I'm going to drop the link for my gaming channel. I'm going to start production on that in just a couple of weeks. I'm figuring some things out, going through reanimating the banner. I've changed the name a little bit, you know what I mean? Went kind of to my old school gamer tag. And we got a lot of stuff going, man. A lot of different things that's going to be coming to, my YouTube brand in all totality. So I hope to see you there. Appreciate you checking out this video. Hope you're doing good. Let's have some engagement. And I'm going to catch you on the next video. Peace, God bless. And as I always say, man, max love.